Okay, listen, pay attention, Akebula, and pay attention, my people. You see, the biggest victory of the colonizer wasn't that the colonizer stole our lands. No, those lands can still be taken with the help of visionary African leaders who can still take those lands back. Robert Mugabe demonstrated that in Zimbabwe. The biggest victory of the colonizer wasn't that the colonizer took our resources. No, the land have enormous for us. We can always take more and make use of it in our continent. The biggest victory of the colonizer was that the colonizer succeeded in making Africans suspicious of fellow Africans. We are scared of ourselves. We hate ourselves. We are so careful when we are dealing with ourselves, suspicious of one another. We trust outsiders more than we trust ourselves. Be it in academic studies, be it in business, be it in social relationship, Africans are suspicious of one another. We embrace foreigners than we embrace ourselves. Akebulan, they stole our identity, they stole our story, and we are helping to amplify that depth. Pay attention. One of the reasons why it is challenging for us to achieve unity and togetherness in Africa is because many of what you call countries today in Africa were just one ethnic group. They were splitted into different parts and called a country. And many of that which you call a nation were just rival ethnic groups. They were brought together, not for their own good, but for what? Colonial convenience, so that it can aid them to effectively administer direct and indirect rule, divide and rule, not for our own good. We were fragmented before we were freed. And even after the so-called independence, that is not freedom, our leaders did not ask where were we or who are we. We inherited a structure that was made to keep us in check. That is why it is difficult to achieve peace and unity today in Akebulan. That is why we are doing everything possible to deny Africanness. That is why we don't want to have the African dream. That is why we want to deny everything in Africa and embrace foreign. Because we hate ourselves. It is a structure. You are reacting to generation of structure that was made to divide you. Akebulan, pay attention. Hope is not lost. There is hope. We can make it better in this generation, you and I. We must start looking beyond artificial borders. Because the one who made this border is not one of us. He was seated in Bahrain, November 1884. February 1885, he divided us. He splitted mountains he never climbed, divided waters he never drank from, and today you are enforcing this artificial boundary more than the one that drew it. It is a shame. Akebulan, we can make it right in this generation. We can. God has given us lemon. Let us stop begging and asking for orange. Let us make lemonade and enjoy ourselves. We can make it happen. That is why I give you free books to read, so you can yourself hear the voice of your ancestors written in paper, so you will not say it is this boy in the bush that is telling me this. You will hear it from the words of your ancestors. Request for books I will give you for free. And we are taking these books to schools to give African children, so your children can learn early what you learned late. Because if everyone have this knowledge of ancestral heritage, we will not behave like barbarians in our continent. We will not hate one another. You will know that we are one people divided by artificial border. If they can do it, we can undo it. Because that which was done can be undone for our own good. Akebulan, it can be done. And it must be done, because if it's not done, we will be done. But we will not be done because we are going to undo it for our own good. I love you and I care about you. If you want to support my book foundation in taking books, you can reach out to me or use the link in my bio. I love you and I care about you. Today, someone wrote on my comment section and said, "Thank Raya. Today's my birthday. The young man's name is Matthias. I don't know him. Matthias, I hope you have an African name. But today is not the day to judge, today is the day to bless. Let me bless you. Matthias, as you celebrate your birthday, may you have a life that will never die, a peace that will never be disturbed, a rest that will never be understood, and a spiritual resources that will never be exhausted. Let the blessings of your fathers rest upon you. Matthias, you appear to be a medical student. I hope they are teaching you that chemotherapy is the father of medicine and not Hippocrates. If your lecturer says otherwise, tell him that the prof in the bush, the voice of Akebulan, says so. Happy birthday. Akebulan, wisdom is the principal thing. Aha.